So to start the wedge,
and that's a whole mess back there because I couldn't see to cut the back of my hair, so I would just like pick pieces up. And
okay, what you want to do, you want to take a section like this. Pin that up, and then you want to take a section like this and pin this up, and you're going to create a guide. And depending on how long you want it on the ear here, we're going to bring it up a little bit on her ear. You don't want it over your ear, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's just a little length on the ear. Okay? So because she wants a little fringe here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up like that. And I'm going to tilt the head, my fingers back. And it's going to create that forward little fringe. So this right here is going to be my guide.
That's a pretty sound.
Okay, and then the same here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go back. And I'm going to go all the way back to her occipital bone. We may go a little shorter, but we'll see how this all works.
And Sarah, you'll be amazed when we get done here how much hair is on the floor. My hair is like so thick. So I'm like, oh my god.
It's the same thing. Drop it back.
It's the same person. Hanson, Kathy.
Oh, okay. Same thing. Bring it out. And just follow the guide all the way back. Grab the hair from underneath here. Remember how that one haircut I showed you? So grab the hair underneath so you're creating more of a line, and this will be a fringe here, but we can probably take some more weight out of that. Just follow the line all the way to the middle.
Lucy, how long have you been here?
I've been in this space for 5 years.
5 years? Okay.
I've been cutting hair for 30 years.
And were you in Davis before?
Always. Yes.
Always in Davis. Okay.
Always in Davis.
Because I like supporting local people who are here in town and small businesses.
Yeah, I've been doing hair in Davis for 30 years. This is my third salon. Okay. Guide. And now I'm just going to drop everything down to this angle. Bring it all the way down here and then just cut that off right there. And we're creating the line, that wedge line. How's that length in the front?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Sometimes the wedge goes shorter and up around the ear, and when you do that, you just bring it up a little higher.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's important to ask the person, you know, do you want your ear covered or part ear or above the ear? Yeah, because you'd be kind of like a little bit shocked if you were thinking, oh, my ears are going to still be covered.
And it's a little too short. So you're just going with the roundness of the head now?
Right, now with the roundness. So this side is, the line is in and this side's
line.
done, okay? So now I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And I'm going to have her tilt her head. That's one thing that's important, again, with the clients. They like to follow you. Not you so much.
Yeah.
I have a client that will talk to me and turn her head and talk to me as I'm cutting.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's exciting.
She's so cute.
I had a client like that too.
And Sarah, you have to go on YouTube and watch Dorothy Hamill skate. And then, have you ever seen Nadia Comaneci gymnastics?
No.
You need to go to YouTube and watch Nadia Comaneci. She has 4 perfect 10s at a gymnastics
see right here. Just take that, and you're following the guide back. So we're doing the exact thing on this side, but on the opposite. The angles are a little different because you have to hold your hands a little different. And then again, bring everything up as much as you can from the back and then pull it out and meet the guide. See, it's already pretty much met right there. So now your line's in. And section again. And you're going to bring everything down to that guide. Going to pull it out off. If you did this, it would just be a heavy line, okay? So it would just drop down heavy. What you want to do is you want to create a little bit of texture, like it's a layer, a slight layer. And make sure your fingers are kind of pointed this way, back, because you're adding an angle to it. And you don't want to cut off this piece right here.
Sarah, are you an artist too? Do you do, because usually like people I find that cut hair, they're artistic.
I'm very artistic.
Uh-huh.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like to do like watercolor painting and drink wine?
Ooh.
That's what I like.
And
to
drink
do.
wine?
Yeah, when they have those
Water-
wine paint nights, and you can like we did a peacock once,
I like
and
the way
like
she says that.
yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
Okay, I highly recommend it.
It sounds really fun.
My husband and I went and we did a peacock,
Oh.
and his peacock, you know, is different than mine.
Mm-hmm. Depends on how much wine you drink.
Yeah, right. He doesn't want to show his peacock picture at home and put it up on the wall, and I like his peacock picture.
Okay, so another trick here too. If you do put this line in, see how I brought this line up just a little bit more because I was getting too far below that occipital bone. If you go, you don't want to go above that occipital bone. You want to go right where that occipital bone starts. So, and that's about right here. So that's where you want that line to end because then it gives it that head shape. Okay. So I'm just gonna see. It's just a slight difference.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of blend that. Okay. So now her line is in. This side here is just a tad longer. So I'm just going to take this up and I'm just going to take a little bit of length off of that. And then I'm going to work on the back. So now she's got a wedge look without her bangs done yet. See how she has that wedge there?
Yeah.
See how there's a little bit of wedge there and she's got the heaviness here, but we're going to soften that
shape.
heaviness. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take this in because this is really fringy here. Do you like a solid line or do you like it more blended?
More blended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the scissor over comb method and I'm going to take the side here and I'm just going to take that off and I'm going to gradually work up to that line. And this is taking all that interior hair and it's bringing it closer. So start below, kind of like this. I think it's at a 45, I believe. And then bring it up again. And then bring it up to the line. And that gets rid of all that hair. You could do this. It's a little easy. It's a little easier, but I mean, this way is easier, I think. But if you want to blend, you can just take those. See what you're doing now is just blending those corners out.
Now, once I have this wedge cut, is it pretty easy? I can come in like every 8 weeks or so. You could just turn it up.
Okay, and another thing, like what I like to do to make some fringe and to soften it without a scissor, I'll take it and I'll just trim this off with the razor, just to soften that base. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning.
And then that'll instead of taking it with a scissor because that's too blunt.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, so then she's done back here. Now I'm gonna work my way up to the front.
Look how soft that looks.
Isn't that cool, Sarah?
Yeah, that is cool.
That look. I mean, I don't know how many college girls, these days get their hair cut short, but
A lot of them are going to Pixies.
are they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so she parts her hair off to the
Right.
right. So she said she didn't mind doing a side bang. So this is what we're going to do to the bang. She liked a little bit of a heavier bang, especially with the wedge. So I'm going to take her hair from the temple right here, like the arch of your eyebrow. I'm going to grab the hair and I'm going to go the opposite direction that she's layering or that she's parting it. So about right here, see my fingers are right at her temple. I'm going to take this corner off. Bring it down by her nose, and then this will create this type of look off to the side.
What did you call it? The pezzle?
Um,
Pezzle look. Creates the.
it creates that off to the side look.
Oh, okay.
You know, just kind of
okay.
like that off to the side.
I couldn't
So
tell
if
you
she
said
wears
peasant.
it forward, she could still wear it forward because she said she didn't mind going forward too. I wouldn't go any shorter than that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece here where she parts and I'm just going to layer it. And I'm just going to do that little pie section parting on this bang so it's not so heavy. And then I'm going to continue that all the way back because this will soften this line. It won't be such a heavy line because she wants it a little softer. I'm not going to do this because it'll take the wedge away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go a little shorter up here. So it's
You're gonna
almost
drop
like
this. You're gonna drop the stack basically,
mm-hmm.
and you're just gonna layer it to that point.
Yep. So she has some softness on the top and some volume because if it's too flat, it'll look like kind of like the actual Dorothy wedge cut. The actual Dorothy wedge cut is just one length and
Yeah,
it's
like a
feathered.
bowl around your head.
It's like a bowl.
But it's
Saw
but
that.
it's cute. I mean,
It is cute.
Mhm.
It's kind of more like a modern take on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's.
Well,
a modern
did you
take.
know that the wedge cut was an accident?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Vito Sassoon
Accidentally wedged somebody.
wedged somebody, yeah. That I have this book here. It's over here. It's on Vito Sassoon. It's a great read.
Yeah, and Vidal Sassoon is so like huge. I'm from the '80s, and
Mhm.
I was
It was
born
from
in the
the 80s.
'60s, but I was in junior high and high school in the '80s, and Vidal Sassoon was like it.
See, I'm just taking that weight off right there.
And I had big hair in the '80s, big long hair, and curl it.
That's
and
cute.
it's up this
And then
high.
right here, see how now we have this line, we have this done, and we took the weight off. Okay, what you're gonna find, see how there's like this heavy section right here? See, it's just kind of bulky right in here.
Mhm.
So this is what I'm gonna do, right behind the ear, because that's where you're gonna find it. I'm gonna take that, and I'm just okay, so there's your guide here, and there's your guide here. I'm just gonna take that little corner off, just so it blends better. It doesn't, because it's not wavy here, or it's not layered here and it drops and then it's layered. It's kind of like the long layered cut I show you. Take the corner off. It's a real small corner.
Now, if I want to come in and get my hair colored, how long does that kind of appointment take for my hair?
Depends on what kind of color you're getting.
Okay,
What are you thinking?
like sandy.
Like highlights?
Sandy highlights, sandy blonde, to make it like, and then I want to get my eyebrows done too, to make it go with my eyes better, because my hair is a little dark and I like to have it match, like be like a sandy brown, maybe a little bit of red.
Let's do a
Sandy
caramel
blonde.
highlight
Blonde.
on you. We could do that. It's probably about how long do you think it take you to do a highlight? 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wouldn't dye your eyebrows.
no.
No.
Okay.
I
Just
wouldn't.
leave them
Yeah,
dark
you-
like that, and just have
yeah.
the highlights.
Yeah, you don't want to lighten your eyebrows. You
Okay.
never really lighten your eyebrows. You darken your eyebrows. Or
Oh.
shape them.
Okay. Do you guys shape eyebrows?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
But we will. I have to
Okay.
get a waxing machine. Okay, this is done. We're pretty much done. So what I only want to do is maybe some finishing. So the finishing I want to do is like say right in here. See how that's a little close? So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to soften that around her face.
We're gonna turn you into a wedge lover.
And then I'm just going to texturize a little bit up here just to create a little bit of lift because she's heavy. She's got a lot of hair. You could also take your texturizing shears and do the same thing.
What's that tool called?
A razor.
A razor, okay.
Okay, and right in here it seems a little heavy. See how long that is? That's something I missed. So I'm just going to take this off like that. And she's done. So we're going to use some root lift in your hair.
It's super cute.
Yeah, thank you. No, I was been waiting to come in and see you guys, and we've been
Root lift?
busy, or I've been here earlier.
By the way,
What's that called?
this is a root lift.
Root lift.
Root lift. It gives you lift on your root.
It smells good.
And with your hair, you don't need a brush. All we do to create a little bit of movement up here is just kind of rub your head up here. Okay, kind of dry the scalp area first. Low heat, low air, so it doesn't blow too straight.
And you guys, how much is it? I can actually get one good one. I wanted to figure out how much it would be to color my hair. For the highlights, the caramel highlight thing.
We just do a little partial highlight. You're looking at about 85.
Okay. Great, that's reasonable.
And we could probably use a highlight tint for her hair. It doesn't necessarily have to bleach. Hi there, Charlie. Unless you want a little more of a honey color, not so caramel color. Caramel would be a little warm.